Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Book Notification Podcast, your go-to source for this week's new book releases. Today, we're looking at the week from January 12th to the 18th. There are over 400 new books releasing this week, with plenty of exciting titles, including a new Colleen Hoover. But there is no way we can cover them all. Visit booknotification.com to explore the full list of this week's new books. You can also follow your favorite authors, so you'll be the first to know when their next book is available. As always, we have 10 books to highlight with a little something for everybody. Let's get into it. A Vow in Vengeance is the first book in the Immortal Desire series by Jaclyn Rodriguez. 20-year-old Rune Riker deliberately enters the immortal realms to search for her stolen family and take revenge on those who destroyed her life. Forced into the Forge, a brutal academy that trains immortal druids in rare tarot-based magic, Rune discovers she possesses a uniquely powerful ability. This binds her to Prince Draven, the only other wielder of the same magic, and a man she cannot trust. As rival druids target her and court intrigue deepens, Rune is drawn into dangerous alliances where her growing power and attraction to Draven threatens to ignite war across the realms. A Vow in Vengeance begins the series on January 13th. Seoras, They Shot Him is the first book in a new mystery series by G.R. Jordan. Former detective Seoras McLeod and his partner Jane arrive on a remote private island expecting an idyllic holiday, but the trip takes a dark turn when Jane witnesses what appears to be a violent crime inside a restricted area. When a suspicious grave is discovered, Seoras' instincts resurface, and the couple begins investigating with limited resources and growing unease. As their questions draw unwanted attention from the island's powerful owner, they realize uncovering the truth may put them in serious danger, even in paradise. Seoras, They Shot Him will be released on January 18th. Haute by Erica J. Whelton is the first book in the Royal Griffin Hotel series. At 78, fashion icon Doralee Griffin is content to be underestimated as she runs a quiet design shop in her luxury apartment building. When a rising young designer is found murdered in the building's sauna, Doralee recognizes the crime as anything but accidental. Drawing on decades of industry insight and careful observation, she investigates rivalries, stolen work, and hidden access points the police overlook. As secrets unravel among designers, partners, and friends, Doralee discovers that the killer may be far closer than she ever imagined. Check out Haute on January 15th. His Next Wife by D.K. Hood is a new psychological thriller. After marrying Jack and moving into his remote old house, a woman's excitement gives way to unease when she senses someone else may be living there. A glimpse of a figure in an upstairs window and the discovery of a wedding dress belonging to Jack's deceased ex-wife raise troubling questions he refuses to answer. As Jack grows distant and dismisses her fears, she becomes increasingly isolated and fixated on the locked room upstairs. When she finally uncovers what lies behind the door, the truth threatens her safety and her marriage. Find His Next Wife on January 14th. Darkrooms is a haunting and fast-paced new novel by Rebecca Hannigan. In 1999, 9-year-old Roisin O'Halloran vanished after entering the feared Hanging Woods in an Irish town, leaving the case unresolved for 2 decades. Years later, her sister Dee Dee, now a struggling rookie police officer, and Caitlin, Roisin's childhood friend and last person to see her alive, are drawn back together to uncover what happened. As they confront buried guilt, fractured relationships, and the secrets of their hometown, the truth of that summer begins to surface, threatening to disrupt a community determined to keep the past hidden. Darkrooms will be available on January 13th. The Invite is the latest from multi-million copy selling author Irina Shapiro. 3 years after abruptly ending an engagement, Lexi invites her former fiancé and their old friends to a reunion at a secluded lake house. Now married to Lexi's former best friend, Serena, he arrives uneasy as past relationships and unresolved tensions quickly resurface. As the weekend unfolds, buried resentments and long-held secrets ignite conflict among the group. By morning, a body is found floating in the lake, turning the reunion into a deadly reckoning, where no one's history or motive can be ignored. The invite comes your way on January 12th. Not My Husband is a new psychological thriller from Cathryn Grant. On the first day of her honeymoon at a tropical resort, a newlywed wakes to find a man in her bed who looks nothing like the husband she married. Though she insists he is a stranger, he knows intimate details of her wedding and their life together, and everyone around her believes she is confused. Isolated and dismissed by hotel staff, she realizes she is trapped with a man determined to convince her and the world that he is her husband. To survive, she must uncover who he is and what happened to the real Jay. Not My Husband will be available on January 16th. The Isle is a standalone crime thriller from Tripp Ellis. After witnessing her father's assassination, a New York socialite becomes the prime target of both the mob and the police. Implicated in multiple deaths, she flees the city and escapes to a remote island beyond U.S. jurisdiction. But isolation offers no safety, as the island harbors secrets tied to crimes she's accused of. Hunted on all sides, she must untangle a web of betrayal and deception to prove her innocence, before the truth costs her her life. Find the Isle on January 12th. The Two-Faced God is the first book in the Bonds of Wings and Fury series by I.T. Lucas. In Elusia, Kaylin must climb Mount Hope to learn her fate, though she secretly fears heights and dreams of drawing dragons rather than riding them. Alar, an ambitious noble from the Illyrian Federation, hides motives that could destabilize a fragile political alliance. When their paths converge during the dangerous ascent, ancient trials, assassins, and forbidden attraction bind them together. An unexpected outcome places them at the center of a long-buried prophecy, forcing them to confront tradition, divided loyalties, and the unsettling reality that dragons and gods may not serve human hopes at all. The Two-Faced God will be released on January 17th. Finally, we have Anatomy of an Alibi, the latest from New York Times bestselling author Ashley Elston. When Aubrey Price impersonates socialite Camille Bayliss for one night, it's meant to help two women uncover the truth about Camille's powerful husband. Camille suspects her lawyer spouse is hiding crimes, while Aubrey believes he's tied to her own traumatic past. Their plan requires Aubrey to take Camille's place for 12 hours, long enough to spy without being tracked. But when Ben Bayliss is found murdered the next morning, the switch becomes deadly. With only one solid alibi between them, Aubrey and Camille must navigate deception, suspicion, and betrayal before the truth destroys them both. Anatomy of an Alibi will be released on January 13th. That's our 10 books for this week. Until next time, you can check out booknotification.com. Book Notification offers an easy way to track your reading list, follow your favorite authors, and never miss a new release. Our website is completely free to use, and it's packed with features to make your reading life easier. You can follow your favorite authors and get notified whenever they release new books. We send out an email every Tuesday with a list of fresh releases from the authors you love, but that's not all. You can track your reading progress, mark books as read, rate and review them, and even import your data from Goodreads, Calibre, Libby, and more. Want to discover something new? Check out Reader's Roulette for book recommendations, or use our personalized book release calendar to stay up to date with the latest titles. You can even tag books with custom labels, just like on Goodreads shelves, and get tailored recommendations for what to read next based on your current book. Whether you're looking for books in publication or want to see them listed in chronological order, we've got it covered. Plus, all of our authors are audited by real people, so you know the information is accurate. So why not give it a try and join the thousands of readers already using our site to stay on top of their reading game. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back next week with another 10 books.